Hey folks, how's it going? Techie here and welcome back to the channel. Now this video is a request from a subscriber, and so I thought, well, why not? The subscriber wanted to know the differences between the RTX 2080, 2080 Super and 2080 Ti, as he was upgrading but he didn't know exactly which one he wants to get. So let's get cracking. So before we get too far into this, I don't actually have these three GPUs. I'm just comparing the specs and summarizing other reviewers' findings, simply because I do not have 5,000 Australian to spend on three GPUs. So of course this is going to be a rather short video. Let's take a quick look at the specs of all three GPUs. All three of these are based on NVIDIA's reference models, not the Founders Edition, as they tend to be higher binned silicon as well as slightly higher clocks. So in the third quarter of 2018, NVIDIA launched their new line of flagship GPUs, the RTX 2080 and the RTX 2080 Ti. Both feature the latest architecture codenamed Turing, which is built on the 12 nanometer process. Now these GPUs feature RT cores used for hardware accelerated ray tracing, as well as tensor cores used for simulation and AI workloads, such as, but not limited to, DLSS, which is deep learning supersampling, image and video editing. As you can see, clock speeds vary, with the highest end model actually having the slowest of all three, but clock speeds aren't the be-all and end-all. What's more important is the transistor count, with the RTX 2080 Ti featuring 36.7% more transistors than either of the other two 2080 variants. Both feature 8GB of GDDR6 VRAM. The 2080 and 2080 Super both have around 3,000 CUDA cores, with the Super actually being over 3,000 and the non-Super being just under 3,000. However, the 2080 Ti features a whopping 4,352 CUDA cores. The 2080 and 2080 Super both contain 48 RT cores, and the 2080 Ti again trumps them, having 13.6% more. The 2080 Ti has a TDP of 250 watts, matching that of its Super variant, but its non-Super variant only uses 215. The Ti also requires two 8-pin PCIe power connectors, whereas the Super and non-Super variant require one 6-pin and one 8-pin. So as you can see, these are not cheap and definitely should not be an impulse buy. With the release of the Super variants, the tiers of performance have changed. So you have the OG RTX 2080, the RTX 2080 Super, which is about 5% faster than the original 2080, and then you have the 2080 Ti, which is about 15% faster than the original. The 2080 Super serves as a replacement for the vanilla 2080, which was only released to one-up AMD and their RX 5700 series launch. But at least it launches at roughly the same price, so look, a little bit performance for the same money? Yeah, I guess at the end of the day it's not that bad. But I wonder if it should have been called the 2080 Ti, since it's partway between the normal 2080 and the Ti. So at the end of the day, if you can afford it, the RTX 2080 Ti is an absolute beast of a GPU, and you will be absolutely happy with it, being only beaten by the RTX Titan, which is like 2,500 USD and really only features ever so slightly higher core clocks and more VRAM. In saying that though, the regular 2080s are no slouches either, and they still will outperform the competition in most titles. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like if you like this video. Feel free to comment down below with any questions or comments that you may have. Hit the subscribe button if you want more tech videos coming your way, and I'll catch you all in the next one.